Yeah, good afternoon, guys, ladies, gentlemen. Yeah, today I think we won the game, but we made too many errors for me in certain moments in the game where I thought we could have held the ball better, we could have gone further up the pitch with a lot more finesse, like we trained. But we tend to put ourselves under a lot of pressure. The first half, I think we did a little bit in the first 20 minutes. There was a lot of energy in the team. We had maybe one or two, I think, clear chances where we should have scored. And then some of the plays in the first half as well, the decision making to shoot or to pass in between, and then we lose the ball. And of course, we know we're playing against a counter-attack team, and then they come at you. But in the second half, it was a lot more difficult because I think they missed one or two. But be as it may be, we win the game, and we carry on. We try and fix up what happened, and hopefully able to get it right.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Coach. Vele from SABC. As you just said as well, the team was not really like this today. But it's also, for the first time, the team has recorded 3 wins in a row. And I think maybe the signs of an improving or building a winning culture, even when you're at your best, you still pick up 3 points. Is that maybe the positive that you're taking from this?
Well, in one moment, yes, maybe that is. But not for me, eh? I think we need to be much better. And like I told the players, it's 3 in a row. Yes, we celebrate. And for me, that's not Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, I might sound like I'm unhappy, but I have to be happy. But I'm also the leader of this team, and the leader has to take the responsibility of a lot of things. When we lose, I'll take the responsibility. When we win, I'll take the responsibility as well. And going forward, the players have to feel what it is really like. And we stitch halfway the match before, we stitch halfway the cloth, and now we took a few threads out again, so we got to stitch again. So we just carry on.
Okay. Coach, congratulations on this victory. I know that it wasn't a fluid football. Prince Morake, my name is Robert. The question is, Coach, are you happy with the fluidity in the team in terms of, playing in phases, because there seems to be a time where the middle field seems to hold on too long to the ball and not punishing the team on counters?
Yeah, look, like I said to Vele, it's important that we identify quicker when to score the goals or when to push to have the action finished, and we need to get there. Today we had a little bit of not of a challenge, but we brought in Gonzalez, we brought in Castillo as starters, and maybe that could also change a little bit, but they've been playing. So we also brought in Solomons, we brought in Ash, we tried Ashley again to see how good he is going forward, but there was a couple of changes. We brought in Njabule where he normally is supposed to play. And I just thought maybe it's supposed to be right. At the training, it works. On the field, when there's a few thousand supporters behind you, it's not going like you want it to go. So, like I told Vele, we stitch the cloth halfway, and then we pull out a few stitches, and now we got to put those stitches back, plus put more. So we got our work cut out for us.
Coach, congrats on the win. Just as some sort of follow-up to Vele's question, there are certain things that we see from a distance. They may look insignificant or small, but they may also be a pointer to something that may be right or wrong. I can give you an example. When during halftime, I sat there and I watched the players standing there just by the tunnel, and there was no urgency to go back to the dressing room. I don't know what was going on there. during the match, the guys don't have a bite. They don't bully the opposition. They are too soft. Are these the things that concerns you, if at all they are concerning? And how do you fix them? Because I think you don't get a sense that Chiefs is playing at home against a team that is lying at the bottom of the rock. They are not bullying this opposition.
Do you remember when the league started, people were bullying Chiefs? So, like I said, and that's exactly the cloth you talk about. It's we need to make sure that we get to that level, and getting to that level is major, major, major. It's going to take us a while to get to that level, where we know what we do. It's like, for example, Vele with his wife. He knows exactly if she goes left, he goes right, because he's going to get on the other side. And we know each other. My wife and I, we know how we move. We know what we do. And that is the cohesion that you need to have in a team with the magnitude as Kaizer Chiefs. And yeah, you spot it. I looked at it as well. We need to be that way. We need to get there. But to get there is difficult. Because like you say, or like I say, in the beginning of the season we were bullied as well. And now, after 3 games, maybe the bullying is a little bit over. Maybe we're going to get more confident. It's what we do on the training pitch.
Wow. Coach, Yulu Bukosha from News from Africa. Coach, in one of your previous answers, you seem to get a pattern that in training, things work on the field. It doesn't come off the way that you see things or should be happening on the game day. When you see a pattern like that, Coach, do you then not ask yourself, maybe it's time to get an addition or 2 that can play or give you the results that you want? Maybe the personnel that you have just can't get your ideas across the line in a match situation. And in terms of recruitment, have you been given scope by the club? Have you had conversations about what you might need to continue this momentum after the AFCON break?
At the moment, nothing. I don't want any players. Because I think that the time I've spent with them is far too little. If I can change players over, how long am I here, Vele?
It's 2 months.
Did you say too long, Mr. Gleeson?
I never said a word, sir.
If there's any coach who can change the players over 2 months, then I eat my hat. So at the moment, yes, you are correct. There are some patterns that look like they work, but they're not working all the time. We need to make sure it's repetition after repetition in order to make them work so that they can be better players. And I said this before. You join Chiefs as a good player, and if you're the coach, then I should make you a better player. Mr. Gleeson, you had your hand up.
Yes, sir. Can I ask about the injuries? I mean, obviously, there's some key players out, and particularly as a South African football fan, I'm worried about Mthethwa. Will he make the Nations Cup? But can you give us a summary of who's back sooner rather than later?
I cross my I's, cross my T's. Ox had a injury at training. Was it at training?
Yeah.
Yes. He hurt his ankle. Freak of an accident, and we sent him for x-rays and things like that. He came back, and according to the medical team, he has to stay out for a little bit. Whether he'll be back for AFCON or ready for the next game, I cannot say. Other than that, we have TT, who's just had the operation on his shoulder and he's out recovering. We also have Aidan McCarthy, who also had a hernia operation, but he's also out recovering. And back is everybody. I think Keegan is he's probably 99.9% ready to play. Today you've seen I tried Ashley a little bit, just so that we could see whether he has it. I haven't spoken to him yet, but it looked like he's come through. I think he came 15 minutes. He's come through that. So hopefully he's okay for the next game. Other than that, no one else, Mark.
Konika, Matlo.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Zita, They tramped on. No, Siteba's right as well. Siteba's 100% correct. He could make the team also. Zita, same day that Ox got injured, someone tramped on his toe at training. So he's right, he's coming. How far the toe is, it's not a major thing. But we took precaution with Zita. Matlo. Oh, yes, Matlo had a knee knock 2 weeks ago, and that hasn't recovered yet. So he's also 50-50, but George will probably not make the next game.
Thank you, Coach. I think the last two will go. I've seen many hands, but we'll take two and close.
Thank you, Bobina. Coach, congratulations on the 3 points. Siasana here from Sunday World. Coach, for the past 3 games, I've noticed that you've gone with a consistent lineup and you've only made 2 changes, and those changes only came today. So can you say that you now identify your best 11 since you started with this group of players?
Again, it's 2 months. We found something. Whether we found the diamond, yes or no, I'm not a magician, but we're working on it slowly. So I will not say that I found the best combination within the team as yet. I think they can be better.
Coach, you Lorenzo me this few times, you rightfully said you've worked here for 2 months. We've seen Gonzalez play 9 games, he hasn't scored yet. Sahili's got 3 goals in 15 games this season, but there's so many times where this decision making is just questionable. You know, like you say, it's a big club. Are these players good enough to play for Chiefs? I mean, what we've seen is questionable. And then secondly, the AFCON break, what do you guys as Chiefs plan to do with the players during a whole month of inactivity?
Coach, hang on. Let's see if Velile wants so that Coach closes.
That last question is covered.
Okay. Coach Gonzalez and Saile.
Yeah, Gonzalez, please God, bless him, so he can score goals. That's all I ask, because I think Saile has broken an egg. I think Ranga has broken an egg. Gonzalez hasn't broken the egg. And a lot of times, you know, strikers are the same like goalkeepers. They are crazy people. And at the training, you score goals, they look good, they look well, and when they play against an opponent which you can only emulate up to a certain level, they tend not to find the back of the net, and that makes them frustrated. So, yeah, I hope that he's able to get his head scoring or his feet scoring, whatever they have to do, and maybe it will come better. But in all respect to him and to Saile, the South African game is not easy to adapt to, I believe, as a foreigner, especially when you speak French or you speak Spanish. It's really difficult for you to adapt to it, and that is one part that I find coaching in another country, that I thought we as South Africans, or maybe we as we need to get a little bit more fluent in especially Spanish or French as individuals. And I blame myself for that as well, because when I'm a coach and I'm able to do that, then for sure my play will get better quicker. So I'm putting that as a little bit of an excuse, but they're both very good people, very good strikers. That's that part of the question, right?
No, that's okay. And the last part was AFCON.
Oh, AFCON, we're going on a party, guys. The chairman bought the Mauritian bus and we're going on a party.
And that
Kaizer Chiefs, no. We will give them off after the last game for a few days, And I think it's nice when it's like this. So they will have about 10 or 12 days off. They'll come back. We'll go on a small mini pre-season camp, whereby we got a lot of things to do, as to showing them what not football is, but what football is under this banner that says Kaizer Chiefs. And then we get ready for the next half of the season. And please, guys, all of you, have a good Christmas, have a good New Year. God bless you, and I hope I see you in the New Year. I hope you see me in the New Year, because you never know what lies around the corner. Okay? Thank you.